Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How are you guys all doing on this Wednesday afternoon? Hope you've all had a fantastic week so far. Hope you're all having a good day, and I hope you're all having an amazing Wednesday afternoon so far. We are back today with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck unboxing rebuild on my gaming TikTok channel, United Red Devils 20. So if you are new, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow. Would really appreciate your guys' support on this Wednesday afternoon. So obviously a lot of people know that I've been under the weather quite a lot lately. I've been in and out of hospital as well. I've been in hospital for 3 times out of the last 2 months. I was in hospital twice in January. I've been in hospital in December. So obviously I've been under the weather. I've not been able to do a lot because of the way my health has been and everything. So obviously I'm improving. I'm getting a lot better and everything. So I've decided to treat myself to a few new goodies today. I've decided to get myself a few gifts for myself today, and we are back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck unboxing rebuild on my channel. So we have bought 3 new Yu-Gi-Oh! Boxes today. Obviously, a lot of people know that I'm a massive fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I like Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. They were my 2 favourite Yu-Gi-Oh! TV series of all time ever. Obviously, then you had Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, which I didn't really watch a lot of. I saw 1 or 2 episodes and weren't exactly very keen on it. Obviously, I've got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Film, so I've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time film. I've got Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. And obviously, you've got Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Side of Dimensions, the film as well. So we are back, obviously, collecting Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I'm rebuilding my deck again. Obviously, I've got a shitload of cards already that I've already got, and I've decided to treat myself to 3 new boxes today that I've gone and brought with what I wanted to do today. So I'm going to introduce you to all the 3 boxes that I've got, that I've brought today, and obviously we're going to be adding them to my second deck, because obviously we've already built one deck. We're building deck number 2 now, which obviously is coming very quick as well. So we're on our second deck now, and obviously I'm going to add all these cards in to my second deck. And obviously all my boxes are full at the moment, so I can't exactly put my second deck together at the moment because I don't really have enough space to add these brand new cards to my second deck, because my first deck is already full. My second deck, obviously, we are still building that at the moment, and obviously I want to be able to add to my second deck what I'm building at the moment and be able to make it bigger, better, and have quite a few good Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks. And obviously I'm still collecting them now at the moment as well. And thank you for all the likes, very much appreciated. If you're watching, please smash that like button. Please give me a follow on TikTok as well. Would really appreciate it. So we have got 3 new boxes to go through. We've got 3 brand new boxes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards to go through today, and I'm going to show you all the 3 new boxes that I have purchased today. Obviously, if you want Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, I would recommend HMV, I would recommend Amazon, and I would also recommend, if you've got like a local sweets and things shop in your local town centre or your local high street, I would also go and get some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, some sweets and things, if any of you guys have ever heard of that shop. I would recommend those 3 places to go and get your Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards from, because obviously at the moment there's not really a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards out at the moment to go and get and collect. So if you're looking for Pacific decks or Pacific tins or Pacific boxes, go and look on Amazon, go and look on HMV, because they would be the best place for you to go and get those Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards from, because there's a lot more choice, there's a lot more variety, and there's a lot more to collect on there as well. So we've got 3 new boxes. Obviously have spent quite a little bit on these boxes, not too expensive, not too cheap, but we've got 3 new boxes that I want to introduce you guys to, which I'm going to be adding to the second deck. Obviously I don't know how many packs are in these boxes, so I don't know what I'm going to get, I don't know what I'm going to be able to add, and I don't know how many packs are inside these structure decks that I've brought today. So I am going to start you off with the first deck that we've got. Obviously you've got monster cards, you've got trap cards, you've got spell cards, you've got fusion cards. There's plenty of cards in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, so I'm going to separate all them into their categories and then go from there. And Links Wrestling says United, exactly. Please smash that like button. Please give me a follow on TikTok if you're watching. Would really appreciate your guys' support. So I'm going to start off with deck number 1. I am going to start off with box number 1, and this deck is called, I'm going to put it right there on the screen. So that's the box number 1 that we've got, and thank you for the follow. So this box is called the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game, the Crimson King Structure Deck. So this is deck number 1. Obviously, you will find this character with this deck. Follow for being a United fan. Thank you, my friend. Very much appreciated. So this is deck number 1. So you will find this character with this deck in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D series. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D. I've not really watched a lot of it. And obviously, I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Really lost its rhythm once Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and Yu-Gi-Oh! Finished completely, because then Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 4 got scrapped and never got shown on the telly. And if you want to go and watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 4, go and watch it on YouTube. Have a good stream, bro. Thank you, my friend. Very much appreciated. If you want to go and watch Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 4, you're going to have to go on YouTube, but all the commentaries in Japanese. So you're going to have to bear with the translation. If you want it translated, you can. So obviously that's where you will find most of the Yu-Gi-Oh! TV series. So Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Series 1, 2 and 3 are all on YouTube. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 4 is also on YouTube. If you want Yu-Gi-Oh! The main TV series from the beginning, I would recommend going to buy the Yu-Gi-Oh! DVD box set, which is Series 1 to 5, because they did 5 seasons of normal Yu-Gi-Oh! And then it finished. And obviously, I cried like a baby once it finished, because I can't believe Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually finished. So this character here is in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D. I don't know what his name is, never heard of him, but this is his deck from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D. I don't know how many packs are inside this box, but we are going to open box number 1 if I can actually get the bloody thing open. Obviously, I'm building deck number 2. Deck number 1's already complete, so I'm just trying to add to deck number 2, and I'm going to try and go and buy some folders to put all my cards in, because the boxes I've got are all full, and I can't keep trying to pile all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards inside one box. So I'm going to try and buy some folders to put all my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in, just to keep them safe, and to keep them clean, keep them tidy, and keep people's hands off them. Because obviously Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are very, very hard to come by now, and you are going to have to search quite a lot, because some decks are very hard to get hold of, some tins are extremely difficult to get hold of, and certain cards, you can look on eBay if you want, you can look on eBay, but I would recommend Amazon, HMV, and if you've got a local Sweets and Things, go and check out one of them as well. Obviously, there wasn't really a lot of decks available to me to go and get today, so I've had to go and get the decks I've been able to go and get, just to keep building my second deck. And once I get those folders, I'll then add all my cards into the folders. It keeps all the cards clean, tidy. It keeps them getting creased, getting bent, getting destroyed, getting worn. It keeps all those cards safe inside those folders. So I'm guessing we're going to have at least 3 to 4 packs inside this box. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure what's inside, but we are going to have a look. If you are new, smash that like button. Please give me a follow on TikTok if you're new. Would really appreciate it. And okay, so we actually haven't got. Okay, so we've got that, and we've got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Gaming mat. Obviously, I'm not really a big fan of you using these gaming mats, to be fair, but that's what you get inside one of the boxes. That's it's kind of a poster. If you want to call it a poster, you can call it a poster, but that's what's inside the box once you open it. So this is the Crimson King Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's box. Obviously, I'm just going to let my friend have that, because I am building my friend a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck as well. Massive shout out to him as well. So unfortunately, we haven't got packs. It's one big deck inside the box. So I'm going to separate them into their monsters, trap cards, spell cards, fusions. I'm just going to separate everything and then go through card by card, because obviously I've not really watched a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D before. So I'm just going to try and separate everything and then go from there, basically. So you've got monsters, you've got trap cards, you've got spell cards, you've got fusions. You haven't really got a lot in this series, I would say. You haven't exactly got a lot in terms of... And going by what I'm looking at the moment, there's not exactly a lot of... There's not really a lot of fusion cards inside this box, which is a little bit disappointing. I was expecting something at least a little bit better, to be fair. I was expecting something at least a little bit better from this box. So far I actually am quite disappointed with what we've got so far. So I think we'll start with the trap cards first. Obviously, the trap cards are always in pink. So if we start off with trap card number 1, which is called Fiendish Golem. So this card here, it can target one monster on the field with 2,000 or more attack points. It banishes it till the end phase of the next turn. Then if you activated this card while you controlled Red Dragon Archfiend or Synchro monster that mentions it, you can set one Fiendish Chain directly from your deck or from your graveyard. So that's trap card number 1. Trap card number 2 is called Red Zone. When your opponent activates a card or effect while you control Red Dragon Archfiend or a Synchro monster that mentions it, you can target one card on the field. To destroy it, you can target one of your banished Dark Dragon Synchro monsters, special summon it. You can only use each effect of Red Zone once per turn. So trap card number 3 is called King Synchro. When your opponent's monster declares an attack on a Synchro monster you can control, negate the attack, then you can apply the rest of this card's effect. Banish that Synchro monster you control and one tuner from your graveyard. Hey, Mr. Rick King, how you doing, mate? How you doing, buddy? And if you do special summon from your extra deck one Synchro monster whose level equals the total levels the banished monsters had, this is treated as a Synchro summon. Who do you want to win tonight in the Champions League? I'm not really fussed with Champions League football. I'm not really fussed with European football at the moment, if I'm being really honest with you. I've got little interest in European football because we're not in it. So I've literally got no interest in the results tonight, to be honest with you. I don't really watch European football midweek because it just sucks without us in it. So I just don't watch it. So you've got the next trap card is called Red Rain. So this trap card, if you control a level 8 or higher Synchro monster, banish all monsters on the field except the monsters with the highest level. Also, the remaining face-up monsters on the field are unaffected by other card effects except their own until the end of this turn. If a Dark Dragon Synchro monster is Synchro summoned to your field, while this card is in your graveyard, you can add this card to your hand and you can only use this effect of Red Rain once per turn. I mean, we have got quite a few trap cards to go through. Obviously, I am going to read the descriptions because I think it would be rude not to. I still think they potentially could win both. I'm not ruling out they can still win both, to be honest with you. So the next trap card is Time to Stand Up. I mean, what a card is called Time to Stand Up. If a Dragon Synchro monster is on the field, special summon up to 2 monsters that are Resonator monsters and all level. Ali says Little United. Okay. Please smash that like button. Please give me a follow on TikTok if you're watching. That are Resonant monsters and or level 1 Dragon monster from your deck. When the monster effect is activated while you control a level 10 or higher Dark Dragon Synchro monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Negate that effect. And if you do, one Synchro monster you can control gains 2,000 attack. Until the end of the next turn, you can only each effect of Time to Stand Up once per turn. I thought stand up if you love the Dark Stand Up. That's very good. I see what he did there. Very, very good. I see what he did there. The next trap card is called Fiendish Chain. So this trap card, activate this card by targeting one effect monster on the field. Negate the effect of that face-up monster while it's on the field. And also that face-up monster cannot attack. Looking forward for United Career tomorrow. What time? The United Career mode will be live about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So if you guys want to tune into that, you can. It would be great to have you all on board watching that tomorrow afternoon. If you want to share this live stream, you can. Would be very much appreciated. Obviously, please smash that like button as well. I'm really trying to grow this community so I can get all of you guys a bit more involved on its content. So if you want to share the stream, you can. Smash that like button, give me a follow. And if you've got any friends, family that like this type of content, point them in this direction because I welcome everybody on here. So yeah, mass shout out to everybody. The next trap card is called Powerful Rebirth. So this trap card, activate this card by target one level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target, increase its level by 1, and attack and defense by 100. When that monster is destroyed, destroy this card. So the next trap card is called Assault Mode Activate. And thank you for all the likes, by the way. Tribute 1 Synchro Monster. Special Summon 1 Assault Mode Monster, whose name includes the tribute monster's name from your deck in an attack position. You got a Flash Goal. Oh, nice. I've got a Flash Goal. We got a Flash Goal in the live chat, everybody. We've got a Flash Goal in the live chat, so please contribute if you can. The next track card and the last one is called Terrors of the Overroot, which looks like a fucking terrifying trap card. I'm not gonna lie. Look how terrifying that fucking looks. That looks like a beast of a trap card. Target 1 card your opponent controls and 1 card in their graveyard. Send that card on the field to the graveyard, and if you do, set that other card from the graveyard to your opponent's field, and you can activate 1 Terror of the Overroot per turn. So that's the last track. So that's all the track cards complete from that box. Obviously, it's not packs, it's decks. So I'm a little bit disappointed we actually didn't get any packs instead of got a deck itself. So we're now going to go on to the spell cards. Obviously, the spell cards are always in green, the colour green. So that's what spell cards look like if you're new to Yu-Gi-Oh! So you've got Absolute Power Force, which is the top card of the spell cards. Right, so should I read all the descriptions, because obviously everybody's going to want to know what each card does and everything. So Absolute Power Force. So target 1 Dragon Archfiend you control. If that monster you control battles an opponent's monster this turn, apply these effects until the end of the damage step. If it gains 1,000 attack, if your opponent can activate cards or effects, if it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Any battle damage your opponent takes from that battle is doubled. The second spell card is called Crimson Gaia. So during your main phase, you can add 1 Dragon Archfiend or 1 card to that monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except Crimson Gaia. When your Dragon Archfiend declares an attack, you can change all monsters your opponent controls to face down position. If a monster on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can summon 1 red Dragon Archfiend from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of Crimson Gaia once per turn. The next spell card is called Resonator Engine. Target 2 Resonator monsters in your graveyard. Add 1 level 4 monster from your deck to your hand. If you do, then return those targets to your deck. The next spell card is called Resonator Call. Add 1 Resonator monster from your deck to your hand. Not a lot of description. You've got Resonator Command is the next spell card. Discard 1 Resonator monster, add 1 level 4 or lower field monster from your deck to your hand. You can activate 1 Resonator command per turn, so that's what that spell card does. You've got Burning Soul, which looks fucking terrifying. I mean, I'm not going to lie, look how terrifying that looks. If you control a level 8 or higher Synchro monster, add 1 card from your graveyard to your hand except Burning Soul, then immediately add this effect, resolve Synchro Summon using monsters you control as a material. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, your opponent can target Synchro monsters on the field with card effects. You can only activate 1 Burning Soul per turn. And to the last spell card, you've got Pot of Extravagance. I think that's how it's pronounced, Extravagance. At the start of your main phase, banish 3 or 6 random face down cards from your extra deck. Face down, draw 1 card from every 3 cards banished. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot draw any cards by these effects. So that's all the spell cards, and that's all the trap cards done from that structure deck. I am just going to check. Some of these cards here in a minute, as I haven't got any. I haven't got any extras. So I don't think I've got any extras, which is fine. I think we're absolutely fine in terms of we haven't got any duplicates so far. Obviously, I think we're actually okay. I mean, we've actually got some good cards, so I'm going to do these cards next and then go through the main monsters. So I think these are Synchro Summoned monsters. I think that's what they call them. I think they call them Synchro Summoned. So I'm going to go through these next. So first one is called Red Supernova Dragon. So this is a synchro summon monster. So you need 3 tuners and 1 non-turner synchro monster. It must be first synchro summoned, gains 500 attack for each tuner in your graveyard. It cannot be destroyed by the opponent's card effects once per turn. When an opponent monster is activated or when an opponent's monster declares an attack. Quick effects, you can activate this effect, banish this card, also banish all cards an opponent's control once per turn. During the next end phase, after the card was banished by its own effect, special summon the banished card. Please smash that like button if you're watching. Please give me a follow. You've got, I might just go through each card because this is going to take too long. So you've got Red Supernova Dragon. You need 2 tuners and a Red Dragon Archfiend. It gains 500 attack for each tuner in your graveyard. It cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can target the attacking monster, banish this card, and if you do, then negate that attack once per turn during the end phase. If this card was banished by its effect, special summon the banished card. Card number 3 is Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. So you need 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro monster. Quick effect, you can target 1 face-up card your monster controls, negates its effects until the end of the turn. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's side, you can target 1 tuner in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. You can only use the effect of Hot Dragon Archfiend Abyss once per turn. So these are some of the strongest cards in this deck. So that next thing you've got is Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. So you need 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner monster. This card name becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while on the field or in the graveyard once per turn. You can destroy as many either other spell summon effect monsters on the field as possible with attack, then less or equal to this card's, then inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed. Possibly the strongest card in this structure deck that we've got is Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity, which is quite a long card name. You need 2 tuners, 1 non-tuner Dark Synchro monster. When this card is synchro summoned, you can activate this effect for the rest of the turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects on the field. Your opponents cannot activate cards or effects in response to the effect's activation. If the card destroys a monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. If this card is in opponent's possession, destroyed by the opponent's card, you can target 1 level 8 or lower Dark Dragon Synchro monster in your graveyard, special summon it. I mean, there is quite a description on all these cards. I mean, it's taking quite a long time, I know. You've then got Red Dragon Archfiend. So you need 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner monster. After damage calculation, if the card attacked an opponent's defense position monster, destroy all defense position monsters your opponent controls once per turn. During your end phase, destroy all other monsters you can control that did not declare an attack this turn. This card must be an up face on the field to activate and resolve that effect. You've then got Scarred Dragon Archfiend. So you need 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner Dark monster. The card's name becomes Red Dragon Archfiend on the field or in the graveyard. If this card is sent from the monster into your graveyard, you can special 1 summon Red Dragon Archfiend from your exchequer. This is treated as a synchro summon. Then if this card was then sent to the graveyard as a synchro monster, for a Dark Dragon synchro monster, you can destroy all attacking position monsters on your opponent controls. You can use the effect of Scarred Dragon Archfiend once per turn. You've then got Red Rising Dragon. You've got 1 Fiend Tuner. You've got 1 non-tuner monster. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target 1 Resonator monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck that turn you activate this effect, except Dark Dragon Synchro monsters during your main phase. Except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 2 level 1 Resonator monsters in your graveyard, special summon both. Then you've got Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. So that's the next one. So you've got one tuner. I need one non-tuner Dark Dragon Synchro monster. So a lot of these are synchro cards. You can contribute one monster, then target one Red Dragon Archfiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special summon 2 tuners with the same level from your deck and 1 from your graveyard defense position. You can only use each effect of Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane once per turn. So that, to be fair, is all those synchro monsters done there. That is all those synchro monsters. And now I'm just going through them based on attack points and defense points. Obviously, a lot of these have got quite a few strong attack points and defense points, which is sick, to be fair. So that one needs to be put. That one needs to be put in that pile there. That one can go after that one. Then it's that one and then that one. So that's all the synchro monsters done. You've then got, well, we've got a few monster cards to go through. I'm not gonna do all the descriptions because this is gonna take way too long, to be honest with you, and I've got way too much other things to go and do today. So again, I will just go through these cards pretty quickly, to be fair. Two seconds. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go through all the monster cards we've got from this pack. I'm not going to read the descriptions because I've got 2 other decks to do yet. So you've got Bone Archfiend, so that's monster card number 1. Monster card number 2 is Dark Resonator. Third one is Creation Resonator. You've got Synchron Resonator, so that's monster card number 4. There's a lot of resonators. So Red Resonator. Is anybody noticing the pattern here? You've got Crimson Resonator. You've got Vice Dragon. It's quite a good card. You've got Battle Fader. You've got Red Sprinter. You've got Red Warg. Please smash that like button if you're watching. Please give me a follow as well. I'd really appreciate it. You've got Wandering King Wild Wind. You've got Phantom King Hydra. You've got Magical King Moonstar. You've got Absolute King Back Jack. I mean, some of these cards have got some very, very strange names, I'm not going to lie. Probably the most powerful monster in the monster section I've got is Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode. That's the most strongest card in that monster, in the monster section of this deck. You've got Assault Beast. You've got PSI Reflector. You've got Fire and Ascator. You've got Ascator Dawnwalker. I mean, some of these cards have got some very fucking strange names. I know it's very, very strange. Danger Nessie. I've got Nessie, everybody. It's Nessie. I told you Nessie was real. Nessie's real. She's real. Nessie's real. It's the Loch Ness. It's the Loch Ness monster. You've got Danger. You've got Danger Chakabara. You've got Witch of the Black Forest, which is quite a strange card to have because that's normally a common card used in normal Yu-Gi-Oh! Which I'm a bit surprised it's in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D box. You've then got Soul Resonator. You've got Vision Resonator. And I think, to be fair, I'm probably just going to let my friend have this card. It's called Everyone's King. I mean, I don't really know if you can use that card or not. It has got attack and defense points, but again, I think, to be fair, think, to be honest with you, I'm going to go through like the strongest and then go through the weakest as well, because obviously there is quite a few cards to go through, and also I'm doing it based on how many stars each card's got, because each card has got quite a lot of stars on it. Well, a few of them are quite weak, to be honest. A few of them are quite weak cards, to be fair, so just going to have to go through one by one, I think. So start off with the 1 stars. So we've got 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3. We've got, obviously you've got 4-star level monsters, you've got 5-star, 6-star, 7-star, 8-star, 9-star, 10-star monsters as well. We're now doing 4-star ones. That needs to go in the free pack one. 3, 6, 3, so 5, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that one and then that one. So that completes that structure deck there. So that structure deck is now complete. So that's the Crimson King structure deck complete. So we're now going to move on to the next structure deck. I think we're going to go for this structure deck here. So this structure deck is called Cyber Strikes. So I would expect Zane's deck to be inside this box. If you remember Zane Truesdale from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, he had a brother called Cyrus, and obviously Zane always used the Cyber End Dragons, Cyber Dragon. He then had Power Bond as well, which is a very, very common card Zane used as well in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. And obviously he then passed his deck over to his brother Cyrus in Series 4, which never got shown. So I would expect in the Cyber Strike box to have Zane Truesdale's deck in it. I'd be a bit disappointed if it's not, because at the end of the day, Zane was a very, very good duelist on Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, probably. If you've been collecting these long, I've been collecting them since Christmas of 2025. I used to have a really, really good collection of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and then obviously that tin I had of all them in then went missing, and I never saw that deck or tin again. So I don't know whatever happened to that tin, all those cards, or that deck. I never saw them again, so I've started collecting them. I had loads at Christmas, obviously. I've started collecting them again since I've bought myself these 3 boxes today, so that's how long I've been collecting them. So you've then got this poster inside. You've got the Cyber Strike poster inside the box. Again, I am just going to let my friend have that, because obviously I'm building my friend a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck at the moment. So that can go there. So I'm expecting a deck. I'm not expecting packs inside this box. I am expecting a deck, and again, that is exactly what we've got. We've got another deck to go through, and I think there was a big hint. Knowing it's called structure decks, I should have really looked at what they weren't going to have packs. It was going to be decks. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm a bit disappointed so far, to be honest with you. I am a little bit disappointed with the cards we've got so far. We haven't really got any rares or anything. So, again, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards you will be disappointed with. A lot of decks, a lot of packs you won't get the cards you always want. So, I would look on Amazon. I'd look on HMV. Even eBay to an extent. I would even look on eBay to an extent. If you want certain cards, you need to complete your collection. Because to be honest with you, I think once I get some, when I get some cards in April, I'm probably then going to stop, because there's not many cards left to collect, and some cards are so hard to get hold of now, and you're going to have to play a pretty pack for them as well. You're going to have to spend a shitload of money trying to collect the best cards that you need. Obviously, I'm never really going to duel with these cards, but I'm just trying to get my deck rebuilt again. And I will get some folders, because all my boxes are full, so I can't get any more cards inside my boxes now, because everything's just too full up. The boxes are just too full now, so it is what it is, really. Yu-Gi-Oh! Can become very, very expensive. And so far, we've actually got some very, very good cards so far. And to be fair, we've actually got, in this deck here, we've actually got some very, very good cards. We've actually got some very, very good cards, which is very, very surprising. So I'm actually quite happy so far. Nice. So they can go there. There's not really a lot, to be honest. There's not really a lot of... I mean, I think I've got some of these, to be fair. I think some of these I've actually got. So we might have some